Guys, Bitcoin has been pumping today. US-China trade news coming in. Could something finally be happening? Maybe. We'll be breaking that down. It's Happy Fed Day as well. The Federal Reserve open meeting committee is on it. I was trying to record a script earlier. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Half the words came out, didn't make any sense. Anyway, such are things. Too much rest and relaxation working out today, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you guys are awesome. We got a lot to cover today. We got Bitcoin. We got altcoins. We got macro news. Answering your questions, second half of the stream. Let's go. Guys, I just want a reminder here, okay? 69-year-old Raiders owner Mark Davis revealed that his 26-year-old girlfriend had no idea he was a billionaire, and she was simply drawn to his charming smile. I hope that you all make so much money this bull run that you can tell yourself comforting lies just like this someday. Guys, serious news. Get on the serious news voice here. Come on, Lark. China's Ministry of Commerce confirms the country has decided to engage with the United States in trade talks after careful evaluation. Good news. Markets liked it. Boom. Let's go. Finally. Now, let us just keep our expectations in check here, okay? Because they're not going to sign a damn deal on the 9th of May, are they? No, but you know what? Hey, they're going to fly. They're going to talk. They're going to have a good time. They're going to have some tea, have some laughs. Maybe we'll get an announcement after that saying, yes, the United States and China are committed on making a trade deal and blah, blah, blah. We're going to have further meetings and don't expect anything on the 9th of May. Okay, I would be shocked if they come out and say, you know what, we worked out all of our differences and we have a trade deal. We're going to get everybody together to sign it. Bada bing, bada boom. Pump all markets. If they really did that, pump all markets. Long your longs and top of your longs. Anyway, good first step. Good. There's a narrow window right now for the Trump administration to walk back some of this stuff or at least get some deals signed before all shit hits the fan, man. U.S. and U.K. expected to sign a new trade agreement this week. Great. Americans can start enjoying the great Marmite imports from the U.K. All the tariff-free Marmite you can deal with, guys. It's going to be a good time. India says trade talks with the United States are going extremely well. Fantastic. Good. United States seem to prefer India as their new manufacturer of choice for all their cheap shit. Let's see how that plays out. India, man, really just playing both sides of the fence here, aren't they? They're in the BRICS group. They got these kind of trade deals going on. Love to see it, man. Boom. We are going to talk about all kinds of fun coins. Do I have Sui up here today? You know, we did a video. I did a video for you guys earlier on Sui. I think it was a pretty good TA video. Go check it out. I'm probably never going to get my entry. It's like helping other coins. It's been a funny week, man. Anyway, continuing. The Fed today. You know, as I said yesterday, I'd like to repeat here because I think it's important. The best I think we can hope for the Fed today. South Coast Derby, what is up? Have fun, guys. The best we can hope for the Fed today, okay, will be an end to QT for bonds. I don't think they can do an end to QT for mortgage-backed securities. Maybe I'm wrong. How the hell do I know? I'm just a dude on the internet. But yeah, I think for the mortgage-backed security question, it's a little more problematic considering the rough state of the housing market in the USA right now. But they can certainly end QT for bonds. A rate cut, extremely unlikely. And Jerome Powell's in a really tough position because let's say Jerome's looking at it and going, oh, man, it's probably time to do a rate cut. Look at all the crazy going on out here. You know, we had a negative quarter of growth in Q1, but now it's like, if he does a rate cut, then it's like you're basically, Donald Trump's been so loudmouthed as he is, you know, loudmouth. That's the thing about that. Just a loudmouth New Yorker, man. You got to understand that about the guy. talks constantly, all kinds of bullshit coming out all the time. Anyway, had Trump not been putting all this pressure on Powell, you know, now it's an ego thing for Powell. It's like, well, maybe I don't want to cut. Anyway, we'll see what happens. 97% chance that there's no rate cut today, but QT for bonds could be at least good. And if Jerome Powell says something vaguely positive, then market's probably going to like that too. Okay. Okay. There you go. Hey, guys, we're trading these cryptocurrency markets. I know you're trading these cryptocurrency markets. Guess where I'm doing most of my trading these days? BitUnix. Great exchange to do trading on. They got all your big coins. They got lots of exotic coins. You can trade them all on leverage or on spot, up to you. Anyone, anywhere can use BitUnix. No KYC, no VPN, no BS, as we like to say around here. And guess what? Still got that sweet deal going on. You sign up, you get $10 for free. It's like, yo, here's a tenner. Welcome to the exchange. You deposit $2,000, you're getting $400 back. $1,000, you get $200 back. $500, you get $100 back. And you get up to $2,000 in trading bonuses. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Link down below where you can partake in those deals and get signed up today to BitUnix and start enjoying a trading experience over there. Okay, so the price of Bitcoin. People who talk bad about Sui are just pissed off they didn't get in. Yeah, Sui's doing really good, man. Sui's doing really good. I also see the fact that I didn't get in back when it was like, you know, under $1. Hitched my chain to Aptos, which has underperformed versus Sui. But hey, say la vie, man. Maybe we're going to catch up one of these days. But respect to the Sui guys. Not really, you know, just because you don't always own a coin doesn't mean you can't, you know, give credit where credit is due, man. The guys at Sui are absolutely killing it right now. So congratulations to those guys. Anyway, we can talk about, remind me, we'll talk about the Sui charts in a few minutes. I don't have to think about the Sui chart because again, we talked about it in a whole video today. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video. It's very interesting and insightful, and I think you're going to enjoy it. If you're a Sui fan, so go check that out. Okay, anyway, Bitcoin weekly chart. I mean, it's the thing of beauty currently. We have had basically declining volumes here since, we had a volume peak in the 11th of November, basically declining volumes ever since then. Really to break out of that declining volume trend, that would be nice. Weekly MACD threatening a bullish crossover. Very nice. I see you there, Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's make it happen. I dig it. Good times. Now, weekly breakout looking good here so far. If we can close a weekly candle like this, that's looking pretty nice, man. $97,000 currently. 95K was this big sort of critical zone here for us. Daily chart. Let's zoom in a little bit. The one thing I have not been loving is the real lack of volume here in these moves. Daily MACD just saved by today's pump, so it's reversed its bearish crossover from yesterday. A lot of altcoins are still in the bearish crossover zone, but Bitcoin, of course, one of the strongest coin. Usually depends on what fart coin Sui you're doing on the day, but usually one of the strongest coins in the market. Certainly chart wise, looking fantastic. But volume has been relatively muted. We did have a nice volume spike here on the 22nd through to the 25th of April, but since then there has not really been much volume. This recent move above on May 1st, the move above 95K was met with pretty small volume. Same situation yesterday, guys. Small volume again, showing the market is here and obviously prices are moving, but haven't had a lot of real conviction volume-wise coming through. So the follow-through on these moves has been lacking compared to what we'd like to see for these kind of moves. Okay, not saying that volume can't pick up. We start pumping, of course it will, but so far the lack of volume has been a bit of a problem here, and I would not be surprised to see us back under 95K here in the next few days. Depends though. You get a nice bullish announcement from the Fed today. You get a nice bullish announcement from Bessent on Friday. Boom. Well, crypto distracts you people. are making bank in stocks. I'm up over 110%. I like stocks, man. Big stock man. Flick my bean. Lady, perhaps. Hey, Dudette. Anyway, besides the point. I like stocks. Stocks are cool, man. We should talk more about stocks on the channel. This is a crypto channel. So if anyone want to talk about stocks, make a stock channel. But then I got to rebuild a new channel. This is so boring. I don't have amount of time, hours and time in the day. I've got like a whole list of businesses. I'd love to start if I had the ambition to do things outside of crypto. Anyway, but yeah, big stock fan, guys. Stocks are great. Who doesn't like a good old stock once in a while, you know? Anyway, continuing. Salsa Tequila, 98K, 100K range. Tough to break. Don't FOMO into the surge. Wait for dips to add to your holdings. Once we reclaim 100K, the party can start. Until then, stay cautious. 5K dips are common in this market. I agree. Travis, not financial advice. I'm wrong often. That is probably like the thing that everybody should say all the time. It's now pretty easy to imagine the path on trade deals that would take Bitcoin to 120 to 130K. Not saying it definitely happens, but imagining the path now seems much easier than just a few weeks ago. Amen to that. Look, think about this. UK deal probably coming. India deal probably coming. Vietnam deal should be announced at some point in the near future, right? So those are three pretty big economies you're going to get deals with. Japan playing a little more hardball, but Japan's going to make a deal. Mexico, Canada, Mark Carney. Canada, guys, come on. You guys elected this World Economic Forum puppet, huh? Anyway, I guess that's, you know, really the reality of electoral politics, isn't it? The bankers give you the choice between Pepsi and Coke, and they call it democracy. Anyway, that's a different story for a different day. Let's continue. This is absolutely bonkers crazy, man. Okay. Oh, just share this. Bought Sui at $1.20, sold at $7.20. They did get the $7. They did get $7. Got to $5, didn't it? Anyway, I thought I said best sold at $1.72. I was gonna write and say, hey, you know, a profit's a profit. Anyway, besides the point. Big news, guys. Stop getting distracted by the comment section, Lark. Big news. Come on. So, I don't know if people appreciate how significant this is. Gold is having its moment. Despite that, investors are buying more Bitcoin than gold. Now imagine when it's flipped. Amen to that. It's absolutely bonkers, guys. Think about this. BlackRock, just the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. This is such a crazy thing here, okay? IBIT has taken in more year-to-date flows than gold. And think about this. Gold has been going bonkers. Everyone's been talking about gold this, gold that. Look at gold, $3,500. Oh my gosh, gold. Nuts. Think about that. Bitcoin has been wildly successful with TradFi, and it's only going to get crazier, guys. It's only going to get crazier. Anyway, crazy stuff. Love to see it. Beautiful stuff. I mean, honestly, guys, Bitcoin is the new gold. In case you hadn't got the memo yet, it's facts. Okay, just science. Don't try to question it. New Hampshire has become the first U.S. state to establish a digital Bitcoin reserve. Let's go. Boom. Great stuff. Good stuff. Nice to see it. Arizona. Apparently, Arizona's got a second bill coming up. Maybe that will get passed. But man, governor of Arizona, what are you doing? You're behind the times. Oh, she said, Bitcoin's untested. Bitch, please. Have you seen fucking BlackRock is out here? Okay? BlackRock, Larry Fink. Oh, it's untested. Get dialed in with the news, man. Come on. Anyway. Crazy. Anyway, hey, Pectra upgrade coming for Ethereum. Good news. Pectra upgrade, and probably by now. Quick facts. Lets you run contract code from regular wallets. Stake limit pumped up to 2048 ETH from 32. Blob capacity doubled. Yay! Cheaper layer 2, so people do even less things on layer 1. Good job, Ethereum. Harsh, we're gonna get to Solana and XRP here in a few minutes, man. Just hang tight with me. I think we have an XRP chart coming. Better make sure we got XRP over here somewhere. Just stuff that in there. Anyway, continuing. Make sure we got the XRP charts here for you, okay? Anyway, for that Ethereum charts. Ethereum actually looking halfway decent right now. Currently bucking up into here, the 50-day EMA. Now we've seen it rejected here 1, 2, 3, 4 times, let's say, in the past few weeks. Let's see. Now I have a buy order in for this at $1,710. Did it go down to my buy order yesterday? No. Of course it didn't. It went down to 1,750. ETH. Please talk about EOS. No. What pump, YouTube bozos? Poncho TV, in case you have not noticed. Okay? In case you have not noticed. Now, I guess you can sit around and argue about what is the definition of a pump, okay? Bitcoin's up 4% today. It's not a bad move, okay? Now, if that's not adequate for a pump for you, or if you don't enjoy the YouTube content, then go pound sand, my dude. Find somewhere else to find your content at, okay? Respectfully. Okay, continuing. XRP right now. Check this out. MACD still downtrending here. Okay, I see it. $2.07 yesterday. My buy order's at $2. Come on, XRP. What's going on here? Now, you may argue that the current price action is a bearish retest on the underside of the 20-day EMA. If we fail to reclaim the 20-day EMA and that says in the future, my $2 buy order might just get filled. I'm patient. I'm going to wait. A lot of volatility this week, especially around the Fed meeting today. A few percent volatility up and downside would not surprise me in the least. Solana, same damn situation. MACD trending down daily, obviously. It's pretty tight though. Not a very strong downtrend, so I wouldn't be surprised to see I get flipped over any day here, especially if we get a little bit of bullish price action coming in. Came down for a perfect retest of the 50-day EMA. Damn, look at that. 141.50. My buy order, $140. Did it get filled? No. Classic stuff, man. Love to see it. Lark hates Ethereum. That's why I can't take him seriously. Felix, I love Ethereum, man. What are you talking about? Get your facts straight, brother. I love ETH. ETH is fantastic. ETH has huge respect in my book. I made shit tons of money in ETH. Why would I hate Ethereum? That statement doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, say la vie. So, look, big Ethereum fan, guys, honestly. But Felix, here's the thing. If you can't be honest about what's going on with Ethereum right now, there has been an existential crisis. Layer 2s have been largely parasitic. The layer 1 should have scaled. The Ethereum devs abandoned layer 1 scaling. Am I speaking lies here? Are these things that are not true? And back when I had Ethereum bags, I was saying all these exact same things. Did I hate ETH then? Did I hate my own investment? Of course not. Got to be honest about your investments, man. Everything that you buy in this space has pros and cons, and often the list of cons is much higher than the pros. Okay? You got to be honest about the things that you're putting your money into or not putting your money into or whatever it happens to be. People tend to get very tribalistic about their investments, and it's not really a winning strategy for making money. Anyway, besides the point. So, Ethereum has scaled now. Sorry, bro. Look, Pectra is not a significant scaling upgrade. It's not. It's a good step in the right direction, but it's not a significant scaling upgrade. It's not. It just isn't, guys. Now, will the Fusaka upgrade help with scaling? Yes. Is it 64x scaling like sharding was supposed to deliver, but the Ethereum devs abandoned? No. But it's just, again, step in the right direction and might be much more robust. Risk V, whenever the hell they figure out when to do that, it could be a few years down the line, but that's probably going to be a significant upgrade here for Ethereum as well. So anyway, you know, you can love Ethereum for all the things that they've done for this space, man. But you also, you know, can recognize some of the things that are going on with it anyway. Right. Let's talk about Litecoin. Anyway, so that's what's going on with Solana right now. Still main candle bodies closing within this triangle here, by the way. So let's see how that plays out. Litecoin had an interesting surge today, right up to the 200-day EMA. I don't know what the hell that candle's all about, man. 81 bucks up to 92 bucks. Nice little 10% bump. Nice retest, essentially, the 20-day EMA here. It has been starting to respect that 20-day EMA. 1, 2-ish, 3, 4 tests on the 20-day EMA here, coming up to a bullish crossover the 20 and the 50 here. Interesting spot for Litecoin to be in right now. Let's see if it can catalyze on that and continue that momentum. But I guess then any sort of retest here around sort of, let's say, $85 to $87 approximately, probably a good chance for going long again. Hoping, of course, that we will maintain that 20-day EMA as a area of price support. As you can see, it does tend to wick under pretty decently when that does happen. So if you're running that as a trade, put in a decent stop loss. Decently generous stop loss, right? Okay. Continuing. Altcoin, new paradigm money. Let's go. Finally coming back to the 20-day EMA. Last time it retested, this was back down here on the 18th of April. Let's see if it's finally going to have a little moment here or not. You can still look at this as a bearish RSI divergence. High price here, new higher price up here. Failing to really push strongly higher, right? You can see the channel that Altcoin's been trading in here, right? So we put the peaks here, here, and here, but this recent move up didn't actually get us up to that next peak. So we're coming back down to test the bottom side of this, which you can see lines up approximately the 50-day EMA here. So let's say around 85 cents probably becomes a pretty interesting spot for a long opportunity here on the new future of finance. If it fails to hold there, you'll find out pretty quickly. So it fails to hold the 50-day EMA and this uptrend line. So let's say you put in a buy order around 85 cents and then take sort of maybe 80 cents or something like that as your stop loss, right? Could see that. And if it does fail from there, then it might go actually quite a bit lower than people expect. Now, I don't want to be one out here, you know, fading the future of finance, but those are what the charts say. We've got this beautiful channel so far, breakdown from the channel. Could see a decent sell-off start to come into play here. So far, so good. I would say that retest to 85 cents would be a very interesting spot to get in for a long position here on Altcoin, okay? Guys, by the way, if you're not signed up to the Discord yet, you should definitely check it out. We got all kinds of great stuff in here. TA, Memecoin, DGen plays, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so check it out. Link down below in the description. Okay. It's red hat time, guys. Let's go. This dude says, you guys are so slow with ETH. Actually, look at the update, which I brought above. Post your, educate us. Post everything that we need to know in the chat, and I'll read your chat out, okay? Any thoughts on the golf? GCC is great. Look, I don't know, man. I'm not an expert on the Gulf Cooperation Council. Let's put it that way. Anyway, that is totally non-crypto related. Let's continue. Does Sui have a 5x potential from this point? Man, it really depends on the broader market moves. Honestly, if Bitcoin can go up to 150K, let's say, can something like Sui 5x from here? Maybe in that situation. If Bitcoin goes to 250K by the end of the year, sometime in 2026, then can Sui 10x from here? Maybe. Maybe. It's definitely one of the most popular coins, all right? How often do you guys do Memecoin calls in the Discord? Depends on when we find them, right? We're not just randomly making calls. We try to find things that we think have value for one reason or another. So a few per week, let's say. Some weeks a few more, some weeks a few less, but yeah. What's your average weekday look like, AM to PM? Let me see. Wake up, 6:30. Check what's going on in the markets. I was trying to implement the Calm app into my morning routine too. Get my son up. Trying to incorporate him into the Calm app stuff as well. Let's chill out in the morning. Say hi to the wife, make breakfast, get the kids off to school, go to the gym, come back from the gym, shower, all that stuff, get to work around 9:30 most days, have my second coffee of the day. Think about what trades to do, check the charts, check the markets, check the news, plan out the videos and stuff for the day, plan out the live stream. Around noon, have lunch with the wife, pick my son up from school, come back, do some recording, get the live stream ready to go, do the live stream. 4 o'clock, clock out for the day. Enjoy my life. Dinner, park, beach, pools, all the usual stuff. How'd you get set up in Dubai? So we got it set up through a company, right? So it's a company to sponsor my wife and I for visas, and we sponsor the kids for visas after that. But we'll probably go for the golden visa here in a year or two. Solana summer or Sui summer? Why not both? Why not both? Sui's really coming up, man. I think my momentum airdrop is going to be pretty good. Personally, do you think Mantra is going to come back? You know, Mantra, wildly overvalued. It was worth $7 billion or something like that, with like 4 million or something TVL. If you're looking for a real world asset play, got 2 names, which I own, obviously, you know, so there's that. But one's Plume. It's about $300 million market cap right now. Big backers, all kinds of stuff going on. That's worth checking out. DYOR. Obviously, you can lose all your money. It's crypto altcoin investing, man. Expect to lose all your money. And if you don't, just be pleasantly surprised. You know, crypto altcoin investing is kind of like throwing your money out the window. You just hope that some of it blows back in from time to time. And every once in a while, some guy throws a suitcase of money in through the window. That's kind of how it works. Anyway. And Wormhole, rumored fee sharing, revenue sharing switch getting flicked on, which that's interesting. That's really interesting. I like the sounds of that. Plus, they're working with basically all the big RWA stuff on moving RWAs cross chain. So it's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Can we get a logo on that hat? Maybe I should get like a Bitcoin pin put on it. Last time Lark saw Jim was 20 years ago. Okay, Liberty Taker. Good story, man. Look, I'll be the first to admit I'm not I do not have a Herculean body here, right? And it has been a struggle, and I can make all kinds of excuses about, you know, why I deprioritized my fitness in my mid-30s, let's say. But the last couple of years, I've really been trying to get back on the fitness train. And, you know, generally it's not awesome to shit on people trying to take their health more seriously. But I hope you're, of course, in, you know, Herculean-like shape there, Liberty Taker. But I'm really trying hard, man, to get back on and really take my fitness more seriously. It's been actually much easier here in Dubai, to be honest. So I've really been enjoying that for a variety of reasons. It's just been easier here. We have more help here, and things are just more easier to get to and all that stuff, or more centrally located, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of reasons why it's working for me here to try to take my health more seriously again and really get back on the fitness train. For that, just trying to work out at home. It's hard to motivate yourself properly. It's like, okay, I'm gonna hit the gym at home, and and then you're listen to a podcast. This podcast sucks, and I go to the next one, and so on and so forth. Anyway, yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Here you go. Thoughts on Walrus? Walrus, the Sui ecosystem, man. Crazy shit. Let's just put it that way. We're still in the red light. The red light's still going. Sui ecosystem's been nuts. Sui's been a very powerful coin. Obviously, Walrus did really well. Had my buy order at 30 cents on Binance. Never really got there. Basically, a triple bottom around that sort of 40-cent zone, and it pumped higher from there. I'm not buying it right now. Still watching from the sidelines. We'll see if it dumps down adequately or not. You think movement can recover? Probably. I'm out on movement. Too much drama, too much bullshit for me, to be honest. But they fired Rushi, who was the CEO. I guess there's a board implementing new people and taking over and all that stuff. But they'll probably come back. But man, that's definitely a big hit. Big hit initially for them. So it's gonna be pretty hard to recover, especially when there's so many coins and so much money flowing around. Like, why back movement, for example, as an investor, when you could go with Aptos or Sui or IOTA, man, 10 years of track record of being in the space and, not screwing people over. Same team is still at the helm, all that kind of stuff. I get suitcases of money thrown at me often. Nice. I saw you, Anna Campbell. You look fine. Thanks, Sue. Do you find people are more materialistic in Dubai? I mean, yes and no. Look, there are definitely plenty of materialistic people if you find them, and the amount of supercars and Bentleys and Rolls Royces and it's fucking ridiculous, man. Dubai is overflowing with huge amounts of money, and plenty of people that we know have plenty of money, and some of them are more materialistic than others. Just kind of depends on what you want to do. The reason probably a lot of the people in the city you live in are not more materialistic because they don't have the money to be materialistic in many cases. It's interesting there's that statistic that most of the luxury clothing and stuff like that and bags and all that stuff are actually sold to people who can't afford it. It's quite a funny and depressing statistic. People want to pretend to be rich. The real rich people tend to just be pretty chill about their money, except their sports cars and their watches, right? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little more materialistic than other places, but not dramatically so. It's, again, if you want to find people who value that more, then you will find those people. But there's plenty of people who are just normal people who happen to have a lot of money, living in Dubai, enjoying their lives, living the best lives. Camel to the gym. It's Dubai. It's Dubai, man. We all got camels to the gym. I've been doing 10 to 15. Yeah, just getting out and walking. Such a big one, eh? That's it's really just important. Get out there and walk when you can. Most nights, my wife and I try to do some walk, but actually, we live in a very interesting spot in Dubai where we can actually walk a lot. Dubai is a very car-centric city. Public transport exists, but it's certainly not adequate, let's say, to fully live your life by. And there's a lot of places where there's just not a lot of great walking opportunities. But where we live in particular has got a lot of great walking opportunities. So we get out and try to do a decent amount of walking. What's the red hat meant to do? Save me from going bald. At least, slow the process down maybe a little bit. It's going to happen. Now it should become part of the show. Arc blocks, arc sphere. No idea, man. What do you reckon? When do you reckon the linear airdrop will drop? You know, I keep hearing rumors that it's supposed to be soon, but then like the market tanked, and so why would they release it now? It's been a long time. I hope I still get something. I haven't been actively farming that for a while. You see what happened to Solana yesterday? Yeah, a lot of coins just have wild crashes, man. It's been pretty nuts. Yeah, it doesn't say it. It's not like it's not like it was hacked or the technology went to zero or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Somebody, maybe unlocks happen and somebody dumped their whole position, or a market. Who the hell knows, man? It's been pretty crazy. How do you farm the momentum airdrop? I actually got a guide dropping on that on Saturday. So like full step-by-step, here's exactly how to do it. So watch out for that video to drop. But basically, long story short, you need to provide liquidity onto the platform, and then you'll be eligible for the airdrop later on when it comes. So when will a airdrop tutorial come? Some point. It's on our list of things to do. Liberty Taker, for what it's worth. No offense taken, man. I always have fun. I always have fun. So you know, it's all good. Lark, should you not be making a video regarding the New Hampshire Bitcoin reserve being approved? We talked about that. It's good news. Big news. Fantastic news. First state, New Hampshire. Isn't New Hampshire the live free or die state? Isn't that the one? Isn't that their motto? New Hampshire, man. Yeah. Let's go. Awesome. DeFi projects are you bullish on? Ones that have some kind of revenue share or buyback model. Jupiter, despite all the bullshit, still bullish on Jupiter. Stuff like Orderly, which doesn't get a lot of attention. It's kind of nerdy, like background plumbing for decentralized exchanges. MakerDAO. Maker's looking very hot. Honestly, I really think sometimes about just getting a whole big fat stack cash and dumping it in a Maker. Yeah. Anyway, stuff like that. Stuff that you actually get paid in some way or another for holding the token. Obviously, real rev share stuff is the best when you get to stake their token and you get like USDC or ETH or something paid out into your account. But yeah, and buybacks are good too. And like MakerDAO and stuff like that, Jupiter, they got great buyback programs. So probably going to be something worth paying attention to. If the hat works, I bet they can make a fortune with underwear. Comment of the day. I love it. Apparently, and I'm yet to do this. Done some cold plunges. They're a lot of fun. But there's a place nearby that does like red light saunas. So your whole body's covered in red light. And you get sauna at the same time. That's cool. And then you go to the cold plunge afterwards. Yeah. Anyway. Wait, has Purge migrated to Solana from away from Near? That's crazy. I thought that was like their, is that true? I swear that was like their, Near's, I thought the Near Foundation was pushing that thing, man. Anyway, whatever. Purge feels like the next big thing. I don't know, man. I'm not really down on the whole thing that Purge is doing. Not my deal. But, yeah. Which stockbroker do you recommend for trading Dubai? I can't recommend anyone, not financial advice, but I can say what I use. I've been using actually as my WIO app. So yeah, that's been working just fine for me. It doesn't have everything on it, but it's got enough stuff. Why do you think AVAX underappreciated? Man, I don't know. AVAX is doing all the right shit, just not getting the kind of love. Look at Solana versus Avalanche this cycle, not even comparable. If Solana had kept up with Avalanche, it would be at $100 a coin right now, let's say, or Avalanche had kept with Solana, it'd be $100 a coin. They've just fallen so far behind. Will the gaming narrative come back? Yes, and my money's on Gun, which again, I was a private round investor in that, bought nodes, but bought a shit ton on just off of Binance. And I bought some more this week again. It's either genius or stupidity. We'll find out in a few months. Praying for my bags. Guys, you're awesome. Thanks so much for joining today's stream. Pleasure as always. I'll see you back tomorrow. Peace.